What's going on, everybody? We're on day 17. We're almost there, getting close to the finish line. Hope everybody's being blessed. Hope this is helping somebody out there once again. We're going to talk about we're going to talk about forgiveness today. Colossians 3:13. Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. Now, like we talk about sin, all that stuff, and when we ask God for forgiveness, we actually have to mean it, and that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. It goes along with people. When we ask God for forgiveness, we want Him to completely forgive it. We don't want to ever be reminded of it again. It doesn't need to be brought back up. We want it wiped clean, go away, basically, swept under the bus and never show up again. But so we got to do that when it comes to people too. As people and humans, we have to forgive. As much as people have done us wrong. We're growing up, is life. We've gotten done wrong by family members, friends, non-friends, strangers, whatever. We've gotten done wrong by somebody at some point. And you have to ask for forgiveness and forgive that person. If you feel like you're wrong, if you feel like you're wrong, then you need to ask for forgiveness. But if you don't feel like you're wrong and you 100% know you're right in whatever's going on, you still need to say, hey, I forgive, and please forgive me. Because that's just, not only is it a godly thing to do, but it's a manly thing, a human thing to do, just to say, hey man, you know what, I forgive you. It might have been something stupid, it might have been something minute and little to us or to somebody else or whatever, but just that simple fact of, hey, I forgive you, can you forgive me, can go a long way. Now you got some people out there who will say, hey man, I just want you to know, you'll be the bigger person and you'll be like, hey, I want you to know I forgive you. And then they'll be like, and just completely blow up on you and say, you ask for forgiveness and then you say, hey, I forgive you for doing blah, 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 blah. And they blow up. And they say they don't need to give forgiveness. They're not wrong. They this, they that. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You done your part. They need to grow up. They need to mature. And they need to not only mature as people, but they need to mature in God. Yes, we all need to mature. But when it comes to, if you blow up like that, when somebody says, hey man, look, I'm just looking for some forgiveness and some peace here, something's got to give there. Something ain't right. They got to do some really self-evaluating. So especially if you do it yourself. If somebody says, hey man, I want to forgive and I want to ask, just peace. And you're like, ugh. You might want to do some self-evaluation there. So just make sure that the forgiveness, we forgive like God. We ask God for forgiveness. As long as you truly 100% mean it, it's gone. It's done. Never done again. Never brought up. Nothing. Stuff is in the past. You can't change it, but you can change it now. And that goes with people. There's stuff in the past that we got hurt from. That's great. That's awesome. You learn from it and you move on. Let's grow up. So just ask for forgiveness. Not only with God, but in people. And if you feel like this video spoke to you, and just think about it. Ask God, hey, who do I need to ask for forgiveness and who do I need to forgive? And if this really touched you, just please, because there's sins that God don't like any sin, but there's sins that God's absolutely like, no, you don't do that. And forgiveness is a big one. That's a big one, is forgiveness. So please just search your heart. I search my heart on a daily basis, about if I need to think of anybody, forgiveness and anything like that. So please search your heart on this one. And it's hard, it's rough. You may lose people, you may gain people, if you lose people because you're just trying to add peace, then maybe that don't need to be in your life anyway. And like I said, they may have some growing that they need to do. So just really think on it, really pray on it, and always be a good person.